It's that time again. I am in a hobonichi cousin avec for 2026, and it is currently July 3rd, so you know what that means. It's time for a switch into a new book. If you're not familiar, the hobonichi cousin avec is just a regular hobonichi cousin, which is an A5 book with some daily pages and also some monthly and weekly spreads, but it's split into two parts. So there's actually two smaller books for 2026, which I love because my books they have a tendency of bulking, not as much as some people I've seen, but more than I like. And plus it's just nice to get that little dopamine rush this time of year. I actually really love summer in terms of the weather. Not today. It's really, really freaking hot. It's, I think, like 105 here in the United States, Midwest. But I'm very fortunate to live in an area and in a place that has central air conditioning. So I'm staying cool. I'm staying inside. The blinds are going to be closed right after I'm done filming this. But everybody else out there in the world, of course, stay safe, especially as summers continue to get a little bit warmer. Anyway, let's talk about journaling. So this time of year, a lot of us kind of need a little pick-me-up, so I think it's really nice to be able to switch into a brand new book. So here's my brand new, untouched, virgin, pure paged cousin avec part 2. So as you can see, it starts on the first day of July. And can I just say off topic, I know this is kind of weird, but I really love the smell of hobonichi books. Like, whatever glue or whatever they use in the factory, it's just really speaks to me. I don't know, I can't describe it. Every time I open my journal, I'm like, yeah, that's the good stuff. I'm positive. I know how many people love the smell of like old books and stuff. I'm sure I'm not the only one that likes the smell of like book glue. Anyway, I'm off topic. I'm still using my Junji Ito cover from my A5, which I'm still obsessed with. It's so beautiful. Every day I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe that I actually managed to get this. I'm so happy. I love it so, so, so much. It's in a cover on cover to keep it nice and clean. I have some stuff in this pocket here, but I don't know what's in it, so I'm going to refrain from taking it out in case it's anything personal. But yeah, so opening right up to the front cover, I don't keep a lot of stuff in the cover pockets here. You can see I have some stickers. I made some Junimo stickers. They're kind of like a watercolor style, and I cut them out with my liene sticker printer. But if you're interested in those, they are available for a completely free download on my Ko-fi, however you say that, which is linked in the description. So please, if you're interested, go check them out, download them. It would really mean a lot if you let me know what you think. I'm always looking for feedback, and I just think they're so cute. I had so much fun making them. And like I said, it's completely free. There is a like pay what you want kind of system, so you can tip if you want, but totally no pressure at all, ever, at all. I have some of the inserts in here still that came with the Junji Ito cover when I first got it. There's this little bit about Tomi, and a little bit also about like the awards that he won, Junji Ito won for writing it. I also love this little graphic. This is printed onto the cover of Tomi peeking up out of this little pot. I love it so much. And then down here I have an insert from last year's hobonichi, which I got a one-piece one. I have a commentier pod lid thing that I have been meaning to use and just haven't found a good reason. I actually have a stockpile of these downstairs, much to my fiance's chagrin, I'm sure. And on the back, I have put double-sided tape on it, so whenever I'm ready to use it, I'll just peel the backing off and stick it down. And that's my favorite way to do this. You'll see a lot of these throughout the book. But this Winslow coffee is my favorite, so I've been keeping it there. Okay. I skipped the pages that show like that has the lines for each day of the year kind of like lined out because it has a lot of personal stuff in it. It's got like birthdays and stuff. I'm going to show you a little bit of how I use my monthly spreads, which is to say I always forget to check them. I keep pretty much all my work stuff and appointments and everything on a digital calendar just because things are moving so much. Obviously, things like paydays and birthdays don't really move. But yeah, so a lot of this is probably going to get blurred out because it's some personal stuff. But okay, now we're getting into the weekly spreads, and these I have been using a little more. Mostly, I actually go back and backfill events, which I know is not at all how these pages are meant to be used, but like with the monthly pages, my stuff moves so much. I hate having to scribble stuff out. It just looks so ugly. So there you have it. But I will show some because some of them are kind of decorated. I especially like this New Year's one. This one is to sea creatures. I'm sorry, I don't know what they are, but it says it's been one of those years past the yowie, which is very funny. This page I was playing with I got some stickers. These are hobonichi washi tapes that I cut out, and I printed some kind of vintage paper looking stickers. I also was sick. I really, really like this page. I just think that kind of muted blue color with the gloomies and the stamps is it's very, very pleasing. These are from Megan Rian. Same thing here. I got the Junji Ito. I got the Junji Ito stamp as well. A bit of a warmer color scheme happening here. This was my birth week, actually. So here, this is a picture of my little paper shoot camera. Do I have it ready? I do. This was a little camera that my fiance got me for my birthday, and I really do love it. The pictures aren't very high quality, but it's not really about that, right? And I got this little brass lens cover for it. I just love it, and I especially love the clear body. I love clear tech and being able to see like the internals. I just think it's so cool. So yeah, you'll see a lot of pictures of this throughout because my fiance got it for me, and I just love it. This book also doesn't really leave my house, so it's kind of a moot point to have these appointments and stuff in it because I can't check it if I'm out, you know? Anyway, that brings us to this first page. I think I'm going to fill this in later. This here is a cutout from Pandora Hearts manga. I talked about this in a previous video, but I love buying old manga, like ones that no one's gonna miss, and cutting things out and sticking those in my journal. I haven't done it a lot recently. I need to get back into it, but it just adds such an interesting, I don't know, like visual texture. I never know what to write on this page. And I always put a manga cutout on the first day of each new month. You will see that going forward as well. So this one is from Pandora Hearts. This page, I'm just talking a lot about my kind of New Year's thoughts. Also, you'll see a bunch of tabs at the top. These are pages that I skipped. These are blank pages because I like to go back and backfill if I find like a cool article or something that really speaks to me. I'll go find a blank page and write it in there. This is an article I copied down called Happy New Year. It's talking about the kind of Roman calendar that we use now and how New Year's came to be on January 1st, came to be on the day that it is. Very, very great article. I'll link it in the description. It's on Substack. Here's an excerpt from one of Megan Rhiannon's videos. One that, I forget which one it is. It's one of the attic archives. It must have been in January a few years ago. But she talks about how, well, I'll just read it out for you. Today, January 6th, which is why it's on here, is the canonical birthday of Sherlock Holmes. I always have a little cake for him. His character and his stories are one of my oldest, strongest special interests. They really mean a lot to me because I have a difficult relationship with existence. I work hard to acknowledge and romanticize the things that are meaningful to me, the things that bring me joy. We live in an increasingly busy, noisy, and overwhelming world, especially if you're autistic. So living slowly, deliberately, intentionally, and engaging with my interests sincerely helps motivate me to carry on, to stick around day after day, year after year. The TLDR is that Sherlock Holmes saved my life when I was a suicidal 13-year-old. So every year on his birthday, I blow out a candle, eat a little cake, I watch a Sherlock movie, a Sherlock TV show, I draw a goofy picture, I think about that gif of BBC Sherlock stimming, and I don't die. If you take anything from this, it's that cringe culture is dead. In current year, so many things are so bleak. You should love your interests with your whole heart. You should take that photo of the cake that almost sets your bed on fire. You should romanticize walking to the post office. You should be extra for the aesthetic. Assign meaning to your life, to your everyday mundane activities. Assign meaning in any way that you can, that you want, that you need. Seek joy, stay alive. And that just really resonated with me, so I had to put it in here, especially on January 6th. I think that this excerpt is going to be something that I put in on January 6th every single year, especially because I talked a little bit earlier about how summer is really hard for a lot of people. Winter, like the holidays kind of season, November, December, is really, really hard for me. Just like emotionally and spiritually, I guess. And this year was especially hard because I changed jobs and a lot of stuff was happening in my personal life. So I don't know. I think I'm going to put this in my journal on January 6th every year going forward. I hope Megan is okay with that. Oh, the next few days, my fiance and I had a really, really bad flu. So this is also just all copied in an article. Whenever you see anything that has a colored line like this along the left side of the text block, that means that it's something that I've copied in. It's not my words. This is actually just a continuation of that article about the lunar calendar or the Roman calendar, whatever, that I mentioned earlier. So I had to cut it off and then keep going on this page. Okay. Here I've copied in another article. This is Behold the Power of the Sun and At Its Peak on the Winter Solstice. It's by Linda Geddes, I think. It's on the site Aeon. I'll be sure to link that as well. This is a really, truly fantastic article. I really, really love it. She talks about going to this old like burial mound and talking about like the effect of the changing seasons and more or less sunlight on cultures throughout history. It's really, really great. It talks about like the equinoxes and stuff. I really loved it. I can see this day I watched Comey Can't Communicate. Our first blank page. I don't know what to write here because I just love this spread so much that nothing that I've come up with has really felt like worthy of being written here. Does anyone else have that problem? My fiance bought me this like crunchy crystal gem candy. It was really, really good. The texture was exactly what I wanted. This was definitely my favorite. These little dango candy balls had the best flavor of all of it. And it came with this little, I actually still have one right here because I dipped candy in it still, even though the gems are gone. Came with this sour dip powder. These were the best. I would order, if I ordered again, I mean, all of it was good, especially also these little rocks, I guess you would say. All of it was good, but these were the best. I would order a ton of these. But this company, this is in Canada. Nothing wrong with the product. The product was great, but just the import costs, oh my God. The import costs were almost as much as the actual order. Like, my fiance ordered them and he paid some shipping and customs when he ordered it. And then when UPS came to my door, they were demanding $80 more just for the delivery. And I was like, you have $80? You have got to be kidding. So great company, great product, love it a lot. I might have to find someone in the US. I'm so sorry. The first of the Cometeer pods. I really, really love this coffee. It's so good. I won't belabor the point too much, but yeah. Here I started my another Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough as Dirge. This is my Dirge character. Her name is Atsureki. She's a tiefling and a storm sorcerer. Really need to get back into it. Here's the, I got the pencil board as well, of course. I got one in every size. This day I went to a cafe to meet up with, my company puts on these monthly small group coffee chats, I guess you could call them, with the different. My organization is basically 20 different companies in a trench coat. So we have like 20 CFOs. And so we have these little monthly standing coffee chats with the different CFOs so that us common folk can meet with them and talk to them and kind of get their thoughts and maybe ask any questions that we have, stuff like that. And it's really, really casual. And I kind of, in college and in public accounting, became rather business pilled. So I've gotten really good at going to these kind of things, and I hate big networking events, but I love little things like this where it's just a small group of like 3 to 6 people just sat around having coffee and chatting. It's really, really fun. Undermoss, oh my god, Undermoss. This is, if you don't know, Megan Rhiannon's little project, I guess. Oh, I actually don't have one right in front of me. Oh wait, yeah, I do. It's right here. Here's mine. If you didn't know, Undermoss fits perfectly in an A6 Midori cover. So there you go. But yeah, so this was the day that I kind of got mine and sat down and really read it. Really, really awesome. I won't belabor the point too much here. You can pause and read my thoughts if you're really pressed to know what I think. But yes, I really love the spread though. It really came together. Another Pandora Hearts cutout. This is a really, really cute pink and blue spread. This handwriting here might look a little different. I had my fiance write a little entry because I couldn't think of what to write. I really should ask him to do that more often. Thinking about analog media. Went out to an anime bar nearby with some of my friends. And it was a really, really great time. I've never had like a surprise party type thing before. And it wasn't like a super surprise, I guess. My fiance told me about it like a day or two before because I don't know. I feel like that's the perfect amount of surprise. Like, hey, just so you know, I planned this thing for you without you asking. I got all of your friends together and planned a thing for you, and it's going to be happening, and all you have to do is show up. It's going to be in 2 days. I feel like that's perfect. He knows me so well. He's like, I knew that you wanted me to plan something and like a surprise, but enough time to like emotionally prepare. Which is so true. So great. So awesome. He made these red velvet cupcakes. Oh, so good. And here's that little camera again. This day I got my sticker printer and I love it so, so much. And I also had to go out. I know. Blech. I went downtown for a little conference type luncheon thing my company was having. This is where I started writing in 3 columns, which I think looks great. If you also have a cousin and want to do this too, the layout is it's two empty columns on the left and right side. So these margins are 2 columns. And then 1 blank column in between the text blocks. And then the text blocks are 10 blocks wide. So it's 10, 10, 10, 2, 1, 1, 2. So there you go. I figured it out for you. Valentine's Day spread. All of this art is from the user I'm a Wonder. She's on YouTube and Instagram. I love her art so much, and I've been a part of her Patreon sticker club for, oh my gosh, since she opened it, so probably like 5 years now. I really love her art, and she does so much like bright pink and red work. So I pulled some of my favorites, and I think the spread is just lovely. Here we had a disc assessment at work. I've actually done this a few times before. I don't know why every single job I go to has to have me do the disc assessment, but here we are. I am a dominant. It says compliant. That's not right. Conscientious. This is, I think, is an outdated graph. This is supposed to be conscientious now. But I'm a dominant conscientious type, if you wanted to know. A DC type. So this page is just talking a little bit about that. People with the DC style tend to be independent and logical, prioritizing efficiency and unafraid of a challenge. Basically, also, this whole thing just kind of called me kind of a jerk. You probably avoid showing too much emotion, especially in social situations. In fact, you may come across restrained or difficult to read at first. Perhaps you're merely sizing up the situation, but your reserved demeanor may seem unfriendly. You don't compromise on what you see as truth, and you're not afraid to be straightforward with your opinions. You tend to project firmness and confidence. So funny, so funny. You have a bit of a stubborn streak. You can be a bit forceful. Sometimes you, especially when you become heated, overlook social niceties. Just say I'm autistic, okay? It's okay. I can take it. But yeah, it's so funny too, because most of my life I kind of considered myself to be maybe kind of a pushover, maybe kind of a people pleaser. But then one time I said to my fiance, like, oh, I was talking to like a group of people, my fiance was there, and I was like, yeah, I'm not very confrontational. And he like, he laughed out loud at that and was like, you think you're not confrontational? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Just kidding. But no, that did actually happen. Oh, you can see here, get used to this. This next like month, I was absolutely obsessed with Tamagotchi. Yep, here it is. You can see right here. I got the Tamagotchi Paradise, which I love. Ooh, now that it's July, I should check in and see if there's any new Tamagotchi news. I'm kind of out of the loop now. I love this little angel Tamagotchi. I might start this one back up. This one is from a manga. I think it's called... Yes, it's Vampire Kisses. Let me grab it. I read this one as a youth, as a maybe like middle schooler, high schooler. Vampire Kisses by Ellen Schreiber. It's not backwards like manga usually is, but I really, really love it. I bought this one from Half Price Books, as you can see, specifically for cutting up. I remember liking it. I haven't actually read it. I only have number 2, but I remember liking it. Maybe I'll read it. So I had to get this. So that's from that. Here, I haven't written it out yet, but I have a picture of Shulk. My fiance started playing. I love when we sit on the couch and he plays a game and I can watch and doodle on my iPad. He started playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1. He's obsessed with the Xenoblade Chronicles series. We need to get back into it. We didn't get very far, honestly. But I really love Shulk. I love that guy. I love that soft boy. This month, March, is where things really started picking up for me at work. I changed jobs in December. I think I said that. But in March, I had to start taking over some responsibilities that were new and much beyond kind of what I'd ever done before. Now that it's July, I can say it's going fine. It's nothing I can't handle, but I was definitely very pressed at this time. Went to the casino with my family. My fiance won $800 at the slot machine. At the slot machines. Isn't that crazy? What great luck. I told him he should go buy more lottery tickets. His daily luck stat that day was off the charts. I really love this spread. It's very pleasing. All the greens and such. All of this art is by Megan Rhiannon. This is a cutout from a paper bag by a Dayton store. I don't remember that. Innes, I think it's Innes the Unicorn is the artist who made this one. Went to the arcade with some friends. Some blank pages. I got back into pixel art for a little bit. I was doing their daily challenges, so I put some of my favorites here. The site is called Pixel Art, like Pixil, Pixel Art, and they do these daily like challenges where they just put like a 1 or 2 word prompt. So like this day was bird feeder, catapult. Went to get revolving sushi with my boy. This one is Wagon Wheel, which a lot of people really liked this one. I'm not totally sure why. I think that it's just, like, it's fine. I don't know. Hey, if they like it, then, you know, I appreciate that. Here's another one. I think this one was, like, Jukebox or something. Boombox, maybe? I'm skipping over the text of most of these because most of them are like, bad day at work today, good day at work today, I worked from home today, I met up with some friends, you know. I really love this quote from Nick Scriptum on Tumblr. In the church of unmade beds and lukewarm mugs, the cat absolves me of ambition. Sunday light falls sacramental, and I am forgiven for wanting nothing more than this. I had a lazy Sunday, if you can't tell. March is finally over. I fucking hate the month of March. March is awful. March is terrible. Even I thought that I would like it more now that I'm not in tax work, but no, I can confirm it's still awful. It's the worst month by far. Here I got a heart monitor put on. I've been having some heart problems. I can say now that the test came back and they said, yeah, you're great. There's nothing at all wrong with you. And I was like, okay, great. But then why is my heart beating at 150 beats per minute while I'm standing in the freezer aisle at Target? It makes no sense. But okay, pop off. And then my doctor got deployed from the military. So I haven't gotten to have a follow-up. That's America, baby. I got an HD scanner, which I've been having a lot of fun with. I love scanning, especially like old books and stuff. Let me see, I have some right here. Going to like antique malls or vintage malls or whatever, finding old manuals like this. I really, really love scanning these in. Like, look at this art. Isn't that so full of whimsy? And I love the photos. Oh, they don't make it like this anymore. It wouldn't be an old book without some racist, slightly racist cartoons. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'll be here. Oh no! I'll be here all day if we, can you not? Can you not? Gimme. Here's another daily challenge, waffles. This one did really well on socials, by my standards. I do like it a lot. I did use a photo reference for this one from Pexels, which are all like open license, so no problems there. I used a reference for this one. That's probably why it came out so good. Oh my gosh, this day, I obviously heard it when it came out. I've been a Vocaloid fan for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. But this day in particular, I don't know what happened. My brain was just like, hey, that song Monitoring by Deco27, I think it's Deco Mina or something. What if we listened to that song 137 consecutive times? What then? So I had to go hunt down some monitoring Mikus. My smart ring said I was very stressed this day, and yeah, it's during monthly close, so yeah. It was an awful day. Here's a little art of Phrenos from Hades 2 saying, can you lock the fuck in? Here's some Tetos. My fiance was out of town. I think I already talked about these pages, so I'm going to kind of skim over them, because this was in, I think Cruel Archives 1 starts here. Yeah, here's Gatlinburg. Again, go watch that video if you're curious. I'm going to skip over most of this. Oh, here I uploaded the first Cruel Archives memo. I actually think I uploaded a few days before this, and this is just the new thumbnail that I made. And I got my red filofax. So that's Cruel Memo number 2. All right, April 30th. You can see I'm back on my Stardew Valley bullshit. These little stickers are sprites from the mod Slightly Cuter Stardew Sprites by the user Poltergeister. And yeah, they are slightly cuter, but they still remain like super true to the character, which I love. Oh, especially I love Abigail's. Her fit is so cute. It just makes them, it even could just make them less bow-legged, and it's already an improvement. Here's a cutout from Black Butler. I really loved this one as a kid. Of course, as an adult, how do I say this? The like Shotokan elements are a little... it's a little... I don't know. I still love this series though. Maybe I'll go rewatch it. This is like a great fall watch for me. This page is blank, but it's not going to be. This session we met, they went to, so we played our Curse of Strahd session, and if you're familiar, they went to Argynvostholt and met Sir Godfrey Gwillem, and he is canonically married to one of the other male knights in the order, so I wanted to write a little bit about their kind of doomed lovers story. I just haven't gotten around to it. Here's a great quote that I found on Tumblr by Guadalupe Nettel, I think, from The Accidentals. It says, "Childhood does not end in one fell swoop, as we wished it would when we were children. It lingers, crouching silently in our adult, then wizened bodies, until one day, many years later, when we think that the heavy burden of bitterness and despair we've been shouldering has turned us irredeemably into adults, it reappears with the force and speed of a lightning bolt, wounding us with its freshness, its innocence, its unerring dose of nativity, but most of all, with the certainty that this really and truly is the last glimpse we shall ever see of it." On that note, we started watching You and I Are Polar Opposites, which is a very cute to see high school rom-com anime. I really, really like it. So this is just writing about how much I like it. And also I feel I watch a lot of like rom-com type animes, how refreshing it is. The whole cast is so great. The main couple actually communicates. Can you believe it? It's really, really good. I highly recommend it if you like that kind of thing. I actually think season 2 is coming out this month. So it's a great time to go watch it. This is an article, True Resilience is Not About Bouncing Back, from Psyche, which is the sister site of Aeon. I'll link this one in the description as well. This article is really, really great. It's just talking about how resilience has become kind of one of our favorite compliments in the modern era, and it kind of, we use it to mean like that you have come through something difficult and are like, now nothing has changed. Like, you're not changed, I'm not changed, our dynamic isn't changed. Certainly, nothing has changed. And it's used kind of as an excuse for not confronting and correcting societal or institutional problems. So like he talks about being in the military, and they would say like, oh, you're so resilient for, getting through and bouncing back from that, instead of examining like, no, I made it through, but like I have scars now, emotionally and physically. Why can we not examine that and correct it? Instead, you just look at me and say you're resilient and get to move on, It's really great. I highly recommend it. And I accompanied this with some fan art of Zagreus from Hades 1, because I think that that is a really, really great, I guess, comparison. If you don't know, in Hades 1, he's fighting his way out. It's a roguelite, so he's fighting his way out of Hades to try to reach the surface over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's the whole premise of the game, is continually attempting these escapes. So here he is standing in the pool of blood, which means that he has died and has now come back for another round and surrounded by all of these bodies of his own body from past attempts. This is a really great fan art, but I just thought that that went in really well with this. So it's like resilience, like, yes, I'm endurant. I'm continuing to push that boulder uphill. I'm continuing on this quest. I'm pushing through because I have to, but it doesn't mean that the scars aren't there. It doesn't mean I'm not still surrounded by bodies of my past selves. I don't know. It's really good. Go read it for sure. On a completely unrelated note, this day we went to the antique mall. My partner and I did a color hunt. He did green and I did magenta. So I just talk a little bit about that. It was really fun. I think this was, well, we actually went on the 10th. So this is actually Mother's Day. Here I write about how I made some filofax inserts, which maybe this is a good time to plug my filofax inserts. I made these Stardew Valley like gift guides. I have one in a filofax personal and a filofax pocket size. They are also available for free, completely free on my Ko-Fi if that's something that interests you, but I can also show you here. They look like this. There are some typos on my version. I've corrected that for the version that's currently available on Ko-Fi, but you can print them out and put them in your little filofax. And then when you're playing, I like to have my filofax open with me while I'm playing so that I can be like, oh, it's Harvey's birthday. What can I get him? Oh, okay, I can get him coffee and stuff. And it goes through all of the NPCs. I also made this guide. This is not available anywhere. It's kind of just for me, talking about how to trigger, like a spoiler-free, talking about how to trigger each heart event so that I can collect them all. Maybe not all of them, because some of the 14 heart ones for the bachelors and bachelorettes require you to be married to them, I'm pretty sure. So I don't plan on marrying all of them, but if I can at least get up to their 8 or even 10 heart scenes, which I think 10 requires you to be dating them too, I'll date all of them for the sake of the the 10 heart events. I'll have to look up the ramifications of giving someone a wilted bouquet because I don't want to tank their friendship. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try to get up to the 8 hearts. But yeah, this is not a filofax video, but I just wanted to plug that I made these. Here's my Junimo stickers as well. So these pair really nicely, I'm just saying. Completely free on my Ko-Fi if you're interested in that. Okay, back to this. So I'm just talking about how I finished it and I posted it. And this is the first kind of thing that I've posted available for sale. Again, it's free, but for sale online in probably like a decade. Here, May 20th was my anniversary with my fiance. 13 years we've been together, so I'm hoping that we can actually get married this year. I feel like 2026 is a good year, and 13 is a good number of years to have been together. It's a nice number, you know? Here we went out to dinner at this place that has kind of a nautical theme. Very good, it was a very, very long wait, but I guess it was a Saturday, so. Here's an excerpt from Stardew Valley. You can go to the library and read the book of Yoba, which talks about the creation myth in Stardew, in the world of Stardew. I just thought that was really cute. You can tell I'm really going through it when I come to spreads like this that have like basically no colors or pictures or stamps or anything, and it's just words. Here is a cutout from a One Piece manga. I'm covering up something kind of personal here, but there's also this sticker from a user on Tumblr. It says, "Move, I'm gay." It's Pride Month, of course. This page is blank, but I printed out these artworks from these fan arts off Tumblr of Volt and Eddie from Date Everything. We started playing this game this day. So good, you guys. So, so good. I love it so much. This day we went out for my little sister's birthday. We went to a place that has like a bar and some pinball machines and like a bowling thing. And it was so much fun. Lots of blank days in June, as you can see. That just means I haven't had time to go back and backfill yet. This day we got drinks with some friends. Here I'm talking about making my Junimo stickers. Here I invested in a completely new skincare routine. And now I've been using it every day since then, and I've also added some stuff that's not pictured here, but I can confidently say that it is working. My skin has never looked better. My fine lines are definitely still there, but yeah, the redness has gone down. I haven't had any breakouts since starting. The scars of the breakouts past, ghosts of breakout pasts have disappeared a lot. It's going really, really good. These two are obviously not skincare. Here I'm talking about how the steam machine was released and the prices. I do want to order one. I know there's been a lot of discourse online, a lot of people saying it's not worth it, and maybe it's not, but I really want one. And I think wanting one is a good enough reason. I did put my name on the wait list. Unfortunately, I did not get picked, so the waiting continues. But at least now we know how much it is so that I can make sure that I have enough disposable cash. Here I'm talking about wanting the Insta360 Go 3S vintage bundle. I did not end up getting the vintage bundle, but I did get the 3S. So my plan was to get this one so that I can have the action pod, because it's more economical to buy this with the action pod and then buy the viewfinder separately than vice versa. But like I said, this is out of stock everywhere, and I don't know when it will be back in stock. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe getting it and selling this one. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just be patient. I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's not about that. Here, here's when I got this camera. So I went out for a walk with my fiance and took these are some stills from some of the videos. And that's the end. I did not do a June 30th entry yet because I think I don't like having a daily entry across from my TBR list. I'm not sure. Also, I haven't been not doing hardly any reading, so pretty much all of these that were on my TBR list as I go are still on it. That's embarrassing to say. I don't think I've read any of these, which is too bad. And I actually have a lot more that I need to add as well, because I've bought some books. I'm so bad. I'm one of those people that is so guilty of doing that. Here I've been tracking new media. As you can see, I've not really been playing new games. I've kind of been watching new shows. I've not been reading new books except Under Moss. Here I also made, this was in like January that I made this, but a gift guide for Fields of Mystria as well. I think I'm going to make a filofax insert version of this, but I'm going to wait until August when version 1.0 comes out in case the stuff changes. But yeah, this was really great when I was doing that playthrough earlier this year. Really, really great game. If you love Stardew Valley, I highly recommend checking this out. Some people are saying derogatorily that it's a Stardew Valley clone. I guess, but I mean, if you consider Stardew Valley as a Harvest Moon clone, you kind of can get over it. Plus, I actually don't think it's a Stardew Valley clone. It is very Harvest Moon-esque. It's the same kind of gameplay loop. It has a lot of the same elements, but I think that it's different enough from Stardew. It still scratches that same itch, but it's still a completely new experience. And the writing is great. The characters are great. All of the art is amazing. I love this kind of blend of pixel art and like kind of a 90s anime style in terms of like the faces and stuff. Okay, I have to get off of this or I'll talk forever. But yeah, really, really, really great game. Really love it. Highly recommend it. Worth every penny. And version 1.0 is coming out soon. So, and then here's my pen testing page. Here's another cutout from Pandora Hearts. Yeah, so I like to have a pen testing page in the back of every single book, just so that I can see what bleeds through, how the ink looks on different kinds of paper. And I also do a stamping test as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then in the back, I have some extra, like just pictures kind of taped in and stuff. I was testing out printing from the Hobonichi app. A user guide for some headphones that I bought. And yeah, that's it. So that brings us to the back pocket now. What do I have in here? Here's a card that came with the Junji Ito Hobonichi stamps that I got. Here's a little drawing that I did with the Pentel, these like Pentel matte pens. What are they called? Hold on. It's these matte hop. So this is a little drawing that I did with the matte hop pens. I do like it. However, something that you should consider is these are not waterproof. So if you want to go back over an area, it will reactivate the layers underneath, and then your colors will start to blend and it won't draw very well. So something to keep in mind if you're wanting to do that. Do a sketch and plan your stuff ahead, because you can't really layer them that well. Or maybe do your first layers in like acrylic, like Posca pen or something, and then go over it with the matte hop pens. That would work, since the Posca pens are acrylic, so they're of course waterproof when dry. These are not waterproof when dry. I have a little piece of Herbin blotting paper. I have a little insert that came with my cousin. I have this red study sheet. This goes with, I think it goes with, it either goes with one of my Japanese study books, because the books come with, like, they have some text in red, so you can lay this over and it'll hide the red text so you can quiz yourself. Either that, or maybe this one came with this pen. This is an orange pen. It's an orange pen and a green highlighter. So when you write in the orange and you put the red sheet over it, the orange text disappears and anything highlighted in green becomes like black, so it's unreadable. So this is really great for studying. Studying my Japanese, same as every other weeb. And then I also have some pages of all my stamps, so that when I'm planning out a spread, I can kind of see at a glance what stamps I have available to me. I actually think I need to update this. I got a few more, but these are I think these are the lunar stamps. Maybe, I don't know if all of them are. Yes, okay. These are all the lunar stamps. They're from Notebook Therapy. This is their Tokyo travel stamps, which of course I had to have as a little fucking weeaboo. Here's the Junji Ito ones. Here's some little forest ones. These are from Sticky Club. These are from a one-piece planner, like fan-made planner thing that I ordered a few years ago. I still haven't used it. It's undated, so I could use it at any point. But yeah, I subscribed to a higher tier, or bought a higher tier during the pre-orders, so I got these stamps, and I'm obsessed. I love them so much. They're so great. I'm sorry that I don't think that you can get them anymore. But yeah, so this is great, so I can just look at a glance really quickly and see all my options. So yeah, we've got a good deal of chunk happening, but that is my old avec. So now maybe we will put the new one in here.